Hello viewers, in this video we'll be going over silver futures. In this video we'll be going over the day-by-day probability, how we find the models, and we'll go day by day where silver will head to the next coming days. So back to the technical analysis. Today we are down 30 basis points on the 1 hour chart. We are approaching to negative MACD. We saw our divergence in the past several days. If we expand out to the 4 hour chart, we see a convergence made between Tuesday and Wednesday night, and we start to see a slight reversal in play, and we see the MACD turning positive. As for the daily chart, if we expand out, so we see that we are right along the 18-day moving average, this purple line, and we are also between the 9-day moving average, this blue line. So I do expect this is a narrow formation, and we might have a spike in volatility to the upside or to the downside very soon. And if we examine closer to the daily MACD, we see a divergence made in January 13th. So that is one thing to note, that there is some downward pressure in play. And if we were to reverse this slight downtrend, we may see resistance back in around the price of $18.46. Reason why that we had past resistance that dated back to early January or January 7th. And as for support, I do see the 100-day moving average, this orange line, acting as our immediate support. And reason why too, if we expand that a little bit more, we see a price concentration around that range as well, and that is around the price of $17.65. So if we were to move up higher, that price movement is roughly around 3% to the upside, and to the downside it is around 1.5% to the downside. So back to the day-by-day probability model, what we have here as the day progresses, we see a tight concentration between one standard deviation down and one standard deviation up, slightly in favor of one standard deviation down, or on the extreme case on the 7th day, we see 14% that silver may drop 16 to 25%, and we even may see 8 to 16% drop with a 14% chance as well, and a 0 to negative 8% drop with 29% chance of that happening. On the other hand, we only have 43% chance between 0 to 8% and no percent on the extreme cases to the upside. So there is a heavy favor of silver heading down lower. So let's head to the day-by-day forecast model. Again, this model is now available in the link below, so do check it out. So we have 1 day out, 2 days out, 3 days out, 4 days out, 5 days out, 6 days out, and 7 days out. So which one of these models we should focus on? Ideally, the model that is the best match to the current trend. Right here we have the current trend, and below is the trend that I believe is the best match. This trend dates back to November 8th, November 8th, 2018 to January 17th, 2019. So let me point out why these two charts are similar. So what we have in the current trend, we start off slightly below the middle Bollinger Band, touching the bottom Bollinger Band, and then we proceeded to touch the upper Bollinger Band, or an average above the middle Bollinger Band. Next, we see it slightly revert back to the mean, or back to the middle Bollinger Band right towards the end. So we have those points right there, and in the trend in question, we start to see a similar pattern as well. So we start off touching the bottom Bollinger Band, and then after that we see it touch the upper Bollinger Band, and finally right towards the end we see it revert back to the mean at the middle Bollinger Band right towards the end. So we have about 1, 2, 3 points. We also have 1, 2, 3 points. So there's reason to believe that the trends and patterns are the same. The outcome and forecast should be fairly the same. So the model that we just examined was November 8th, 2018 to January 17, 2019. Back then, silver was up around 91 basis points. So if we look back to the day-by-day probability model, we do see that it is a 43% chance of that happening along the 0 to 8% chance. So there is a slight possibility we may head a little bit higher. So again, this forecast model is now available in the link below, so do check it out. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.